Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about this new mask requirement in my county, and it's probably happening other places as well. Now, just a brief history in case somebody is viewing this like 10 years in the future, doesn't know what's going on. So, back around March or April or sometime around then, um, businesses were forced to close. We had a lockdown, and most businesses were required to close. People were told to stay home and not work. Only a few businesses remained open. Basically, people lost their income, ended up homeless, starved to death, all that kind of stuff. Went bad on because they're saying, oh, there's a coronavirus and it's gonna kill people, so everybody needs to stay at home, and not work, So basically destroyed people's lives financially, which destroyed their health insurance, meant they couldn't buy food, couldn't pay their rent. So people's lives were killed by the government during a lockdown, basically. And it's very strange. And this whole coronavirus thing has been going on for some time. And fast forward, so now it's July. Technically July 4th as I'm recording this video. And they just now came out with an order that people have to wear masks in all public places. So gas stations, restaurants, grocery stores, all that kind of thing. Um, it seems kind of strange that they would have a mask requirement, 3 months into this whole pandemic. Like, really? Like, first of all, if masks actually worked to help prevent people catching the virus, if there is a virus, I'm not convinced. If masks worked, then they could have just had people wear masks instead of shutting all the businesses down and telling people to stay home, which reveals how stupid our government is. You know what I'm saying? Um, but of course, masks don't really protect us from catching a virus. Uh, it's weird because I have suffered greatly by being forced to wear a mask at work all day, and I can't breathe, I can't lift the boxes as well, I can't move as fast and do my job as well because I have a very physical job and I can't take in enough oxygen because I'm forced to cover my face, and it's hard. And yet, in spite of that, when I fart, which is very frequently that I fart, then I still whatever tiny bit of air I'm getting, I still smell my fart. So bottom line is, well, no matter what mask you wear, it won't protect you from my farts or your own farts for that matter. And if it can't protect you from a fart, then how is it supposed to protect you from a coronavirus or a flu virus or any kind of virus out there? Masks are useless, and first the government kills people by taking away their income. Then it wants to kill them by making them suffocate because they can't breathe because they're forced to wear a mask. And then the plan is when people drop dead because they can't breathe, then they're going to count those deaths as COVID 19 deaths. See, that's the part of the pandemic. Or as my friend Monique likes to say, demonic, if you believe in that. So, bottom line, this COVID 19 hoax and this mask requirement has made me very angry, and the only way I can keep myself from crying is laughing about how stupid it is. And I like to think that things will go back to normal. I don't know if things will ever go back to the way it used to be. I would hope so. And I have a few predictions very quickly. One of the predictions that may happen is that they're going to come out with a vaccine and they're going to require everyone to get the vaccine, which I won't do, in which case I will probably be locked in jail and lose my job because I don't want to have something injected into me that I don't consent to. So that's the worst case scenario. A slightly better scenario is they force everyone to either wear a mask or get a vaccine, with the idea that people need to wear a mask to protect them, to stop spreading the virus, or they have to have a vaccine which will make them immune somehow. Um, and as much as I hate wearing a mask and not being able to breathe, I would still take that over a vaccine because I know the harms of vaccines. So it's crazy. But another thing that may happen is that as soon as it's time to vote, in November, then they're going to say that, the coronavirus epidemic has passed. People can go out and vote. It's safe to vote. Because, otherwise people will be thinking they have to stay at home and or wear a mask. And I got to tell you now, I don't vote. You have to understand, I don't vote. I don't believe in politics. And so I don't vote in elections anyway. I don't even register to vote. But let me tell you something. If I actually was a Democrat or a Republican, and if I actually did care who gets elected president of the United States, and even if I had a candidate that I wanted to vote for, if I'm required to wear a mask to be around people to go to the place I vote at, I would stay home and not vote even if I wanted to vote. I would still not vote because I wouldn't want to wear a mask because I can't breathe when I wear a mask. So I have to do it at work so I can earn my money and pay my rent and bills and all that. But I never wear a mask when I'm at home by myself or when I go out to get my mail. I'm not doing that. I have to when I go shopping, but if there's any way out of wearing a mask, I'll take it. And when I go shopping, I just hope that I can get my groceries and hold my breath for 15 to 20 minutes. I don't know, because I can't breathe. So yeah, bottom line is the government wants to kill us all. The coronavirus, I'm convinced, is probably a hoax. I could be wrong about that, but even if there is a virus, I don't think it's what they've made it out to be. And masks won't protect anyone from my farts, and I can't breathe while wearing a mask. I feel like George Floyd. I can't breathe. Okay, yeah, so that's pretty much all I wanted to say. That's my little rant about how harmful masks are and how dumb the lockdown of coronavirus has been in the year 2020. And I just hope this ends, and I hope that people learn from this great tragedy. I'm not sure, but we'll see what happens. Maybe, if we're lucky, the coronavirus, I can only hope, maybe the coronavirus is real and will kill off the entire human race, which will end our suffering, at least, because we'll all be dead, and then the other animals will be happy because the humans aren't there to harm them anymore. Maybe so. So, we'll see what happens, but that's what I think about it for now.